So this is the great German Autobahn you've heard so much about. You move 180 or you move at 10 kilometers an hour. So 13 days for car repairs. But my next place I got to be is in Slovakia on Monday to pick up the thermals. And then Lviv next Monday for an appointment to renew my immigration. So I keep getting these tasks. Now this task, I need to get something called beefy rolls and something called quark. And I need to go to a Lebensmittel. So anyway, I'm saving Ukraine by buying quark, whatever the hell quark is. And I ended up in Dachau. One of my best friends is German. I used to work with him in Sweden, and we worked in a slave sweatshop packing boxes, sending them all over Europe. And I got one of the order stickers for Dachau, and I said, "Hey Dennis, do you know what happened here?" And he got fucking pissed because he's from around this area, and apparently like his grandfather or something used to, well, work in Dachau, but nobody talks about it, so we're not going to talk about it. He wants Mountain Dew, and I don't know, do they sell Mountain Dew? Quark. Oh, what quark does he want? Right, so this ain't gonna change the war, but I've got beefy Karaza, I've got beefy original, and I've got a shitload of rolling papers for Joe McDonald. And I even found Dan's quark. So there's no Mountain Dew to be found in Germany, at least I can't find, but whatever the fuck quark is, the only quark I know. And now we gotta get some diesel additive, but we'll see what else we can get here at Globus. Try not to spend too much, Brandon. Haha. Liquid Molly. Right, so we got all fuck. Right, so I'm gonna walk out of this shop now, and I think I'm gonna get out for 30 euros. Hardware stores, places like this, I don't get out for under hundreds. Let's do a quick toilet review. Everything seems pretty aboard here. Splash protectors. Let's check this. We'll give it a 6. I'd actually like to give them here at Baumarkt a big up. Look how generous this is. Look at that. That's about as much as you need. Get it right the first time. Big up for these guys. Baumarkt. Right, here's the hope. She's driving fine, but the black smoke is a big consideration. Now, this is the super diesel additive. I bought 2 bottles of this, and I bought a, don't want to waste any of its goodness. I bought a bottle of DPF cleaner as well. Vienna, Austria. I don't know if I'll make it tonight, but apparently there's a very good Schnitzel house, and I can be there by 9 o'clock. Wiener Schnitzel. Well, there's Fleisch Schnitzel, which is pork, and there's Wiener Schnitzel, which is veal. So there's baby cow, but the Austrians don't play. They only do Wiener Schnitzel. And Enrico found me the best schnitzel in the world, so he says. And Enrico says, "Oh, don't talk to me about schnitzel." He knows. Austria. That's the thing with Europe nowadays. You don't know if you're in one country or the other country. There we go, Austria. Ha. You think like going into another country on a main road, you could make something better than like a little. Oh shit! There's a strip club. There you go. Missed that. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you could spend more money on a better sign, but yeah, there's a strip club right there on the border. You know, all the horny Germans. But I think they have strip clubs in Germany because Germany seems quite liberal about the whole, you know, the old sex and such. But anyway, we're not looking for sex. We're looking for Schnitzel. Jesus, it's not looking too good here in old Austria. Fuck. I don't know if we're going to make it to Switzerland on time. Jesus. Austria, you suck. Lovely. Simply lovely. 2 hours in. No. Enrico sent me here in Vienna. It's a bit touristy and I just want a schnitzel, but he says this is the best Wiener Schnitzel, veal schnitzel in the world. Well, according to Enrico, and he's German, he knows about schnitzel, but they know about Fleisch schnitzel, pork schnitzel. But he still knows more than me. I'm from Canada. What do I know about schnitzel? I hope they're still open. Whoa. Look at this. Big party. And here's this loser by himself. Wiener Schnitzel, and we'll have sauteed canterelles on meat salad. It's a wall. It's a piss wall. Let's check out the toilet. I don't really need it. Yep, that's good. That's good. If you want to see what you don't see here, go to my OnlyFans. Alright, so we've got black pudding potato salad. Parsley potatoes, and that is most definitely the veal been sucking on her mummy's titty. Perfection. Now I see down this main street, this seems to be where all the chicanery is going on, all the tomfoolery. So we'll have a look at this. Oh, look at all the teddy bears. That's a cute one. Massa would tear the shit out of them. Oh, that's just too cute. Well, that's Vienna. Fantastic. Look at it all. Good quality German motors. I'm not going to explore here too much. I'll save this for another life. All the places I've been in the world that I've never really been, you know. Day in Singapore, an airport here, went to Philadelphia to look for the Rocky statue. Then I found out it wasn't even up because it's considered a movie prop. That is not Fleisch. That is Wiener. Got a couple cherubs. Don't know what the hell that is. Not quite a gargoyle. And there's our car. Haha, look at this. Still got some of that bruised chocolate. And Jellica was good to me. Save money on dessert. I think I'm gonna have to put them in the back of the car again. I don't really have self-control. I never had this. Ooh, that's a pistachio one. It's like the gummy Venus Gemilo. It's a police helicopter. We're on our way to Budapest. Iggy was telling me, oh, you gotta go see this in Vienna, this cathedral. I said, fuck all that. I had my schnitzel. What more do I need? I'm going to Budapest and I'm gonna eat some goulash because I don't gotta be in Slovakia till tomorrow. Wind power, as far as the eye can see, all across Austria. Wind, 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 wind. But they're not blowing over there, on that side of the road. Not really. No, I remember in Scotland, St Andrews, we were working the Lammas fair. That's like the harvest festival. It was so windy one day with our like pop-up marquees at the festival. We had to have them way down and we had to hang on to them to hold on. Things were flying everywhere. And the next day in the paper I seen, first day in history, all of Scotland was powered by wind. So if that's what it takes, I guess you got to build a lot of these things. But it's better than Russian gas. I've had a lot of gas here since that schnitzel. Here's a question for you. What would you prefer? Brandon's gas or Russian gas? You have to pick one. Schnitzel in Austria, and I had a bit of gas, and now I'm in Hungary. Alright, time for the first Hungarian toilet review. Bit of splatter. Never seen that before. That's a bit generous. Ooh, you got a double colour. Red light, green light. We're in sunny Budapest and you're gonna see it like you've never seen it before. I've never seen it. Ha! I'm actually quite pleased about that, because that's basically my license to park and do whatever the fuck I want for the day. And I'm going to look around Budapest, because they don't give tickets twice. Not in 24 hours. Nice to see the geriatrics out there getting their exercise. Look at that. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous. I think it's a church. I think they're Catholic here. The architecture here. I was saying to Iggy last night on the phone, he's been here 4 times. Says, this shit's on Kiev. And he's like, oh, it's just different. I was like, no, it shits on Kiev. Look. Wow. See, that's just them waiting for the ticket office to go have a look at the place. But we're unashamed elitists. We don't have time for that. Wow. It's even better on the front end. So now I'm going to go down to the river. Now even an idiot like me knows that that's called the Danube, which is one of the biggest rivers in Europe. And there's all the oldies out on their bicycle tours. Look at this very portly gentleman. Looks like the Kaiser. I know it's not the Kaiser because he's too fat. He's fat like a Frenchman, but he's got the Kaiser mustache. Duxie. Why do I want to take a photo with you? I'm at the duck shop. That was all the rage in England some years ago. It wasn't the rage at all. My mate Paul, he opened a duck shop in Camden Market, and I think he went broke in about 3 months. Right. So this bridge was first built in 1849, and in 1945 it was blown up by the Germans on the retreat. But in 49 they rebuilt it again as it stands. But you didn't know that. Do you know how I know that? There was a sign back there. Big fella. Something in Hungarian. Kind of what I thought Italy would look like. So there's a very enticing tunnel. From all my world experience, and I have a little bit, there's a good side of the river and a bad side of the river, or let's just say a less good side of the river. So I'm on the other side and we'll see what this is all about. God, it just keeps getting better and better here. Look at that. Everything here never fails to disappoint. You take nice boats. I googled that. Average boat tour is about 1.5 hours. There goes a boat right there. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous, you know? Remember when they used to build, well, nobody remembers, but when they used to actually build like nice shit? That's a commie block, all right. And I think I've answered my own question. I'm definitely on the shittier side of the river. Because over there we got all that. And I mean, that's just nice. And this is commie block. Badasses. So it's safe to say I'm never going to be a travel blogger, nor is that my ambition. Of course I'm going to film a YouTube video there. Why wouldn't I? Because I'm never going there again. What I do like is in the comments, if it's places you've been, I like the random comments where people write, oh, well, this is how this works, or this is, you know, that local knowledge that only you can find in YouTube comments. You never sought that knowledge. You could never Google that knowledge. So I do like that. But I've been to 40, 50 countries. I've been working in about 6 or 7 for prolonged periods. But I never sought out tourist things. I just kind of, when I went traveling, not working, I'd book 2-3 nights somewhere and then I'd find my way from there. Meet random people, go to random places. That's what's interesting. But on my own, I don't have the energy to hype it up, you know, like some sort of bald and bankrupt, which I really enjoy his videos. But it is what it is. And I think it's cool. But it's been nice Budapest. It's been nice Vienna. But I've got to go. Is that Colombo? Oh. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, look at that. So I love 70s TV because I grew up with my grandfather. My favorite TV shows are in this order. I would say Rockford, Magnum, MASH, and then Colombo. And I like British shows like The Sweeney, Slag. Anyway, but do you know what me and Colombo have in common? A characteristic. I'll leave it to you. See, I said I suck at travel vlogs because I don't really like doing it, but I mean, I just seen Colombo and I'm back. Do you know what? That's the highlight for me. That's the highlight for being in Budapest. Seeing Colombo. Yeah. Oh, and another thing. God, thank God for the shade now. I wouldn't survive out in the heat this time of day, midday. Not as cheap as Kiev, but it smells better than Kiev, I can tell you. And I've drank in the tap water. And there's something in the water, as you can see. Would you look at that over there? Now, I just went to get a nice cold refreshing beverage, but that looks like a typical Hungarian Schnitzel sandwich place. I'm going to enjoy my refreshing iced tea, I'm going to have a cigarette, and I'm going to think about going in there for something that's typically Hungarian. Yup. I'm going to have to go for it. This is a Schnitzel nation. Jesus, everyone knows what's good in this town. Even him. He wants some Schnitzel too. Hello. Alright, so we got some sort of corn cream salad and chicken schnitzel. Why did I come? Because there was a line up. A line creates a line. Oh, that was good. So the Germans do the pork schnitzel, the Austrians do the veal schnitzel, and the Hungarians do chicken schnitzel. So it's the schnitzel belt we're in, and I've had all three of them. And if you haven't had a schnitzel, you don't know what you're missing. Now in Argentina they got a lot of schnitzel, but they call it milanesa. Now if you have a milanesa, they do beef, they do pork as well, they do chicken. I think they got into schnitzel because of the Nazis. A lot of Nazis down in Argentina. See, just one ticket. Who cares? So here's our ticket, and it's all in Hungarian, and I think it's like, where's the price? I think that's the price. 6,375. Now that's like 20 euros. It was 20 euros to park here for the night. So, and I'm not going to pay it anyway. This is the way I see it. So I never paid parking in my life in London. I would work a lot in London. I lived in Bournemouth, and I would pay parking fines for about £300-400 a year, depending on if I got caught or not. And I did have some hiding places, you know, some good hiding places. But if I had actually paid to play by the rules, it would have cost 600. So pay 300-400 or pay 600. So it's like 20 euros to pay a fine, or it's 20 euros to park here. And I'm not going to pay the fine anyway. Also, I've been drinking a lot of iced tea today, yesterday. 33 degrees we're at today. So, when in Budapest.